Sunday. I'm CJ, and today we are talking about airports. You know, in a lot of ways, flying is like so many things that I hate. I think because I see it all as being a slightly unpleasant but yet awesome experience, I'm just very like, game face on, let's just do this, let's have it, and then we'll be there. I'm typically one of those people where I feel like, as a trans individual, it's our job to know more than anybody else that we should ever come into contact with. And I don't think that this is ever more true than when you are going through like government things or, you know, kind of official channels. And so obviously like the airport is one of those things that you just, there are rules and you've got to play by them. And I guess the point is that like we just have to know more than anybody else does. You are on T and you inject it and you're travelling with your needles. Make sure you have all of your paperwork. Make sure you have your paperwork like maybe 2 or 3 times. Have a copy in your carry-on, have a copy in your suitcase, maybe have like an e-copy if you're taking a tablet or something with you. You shouldn't be given any shit for it and you shouldn't have any problems, but forewarned is forearmed. Make sure that you've checked like how the airline wants you to carry like medicine and all of that kind of things. The trick is just to make sure that there's nothing that can be done. There's no way that anything can be misinterpreted or anything can seem anything other than like 100% legit and above board. If you're anything like I am, then you're just a super anxious person anyway. Even like smaller travel freaks me out, you know, like for like a train journey I need the day before just to mentally prepare. Because I have this anxiety, a good bit of like the travelling experience for me is just making sure that I can manage it. And airports, actually, the physical spaces make me really uncomfortable, and I'm not one of those people that can turn up like 4 hours in advance and just chill out at the airport because I get really antsy, I get really uncomfortable. I hate the whole like, I think it's the same thing that I really don't like about shopping malls. I hate any of that kind of thing going on. In general though, like I said, it's comfort levels. If you're binding and you're going on a long flight, get a binder that's less, compresses less. I have different binders for different days. Some binders are just naturally like a little bit heavier, bindy. They bind me more. As you know, like for travelling, particularly for long distances, I'd go for one of the slightly less compression-y things. I know there are some people that when they go to the airport, they're all like, I'm dressing for a catwalk, I'm dressing in sweatpants and an oversized t-shirt. I like to take my own pillow. I just do. I like a pillow. I like to be comfortable. Obviously, there is the entire thing of going through the scanners. I have like metal bones. I am always saying those things off. It doesn't matter if I'm in like flip-flops and a Miu-Miu. Not that I've ever gone through an airport like that. I always set them off. And personally, I don't really care about the person patting me down. I've done it when I'm packing and I've done it when I'm not packing. Of course, we're talking airports. Down there packing. Never had any problems with it, but then there's no metal parts in like any of the packers I've ever had, so same with binders, like they're all not very non-metally. The law is on your side, which is only ever any good if, you know, things have started to go south, but it's important to remember, you know, if you're flying into England, the Equality Act 2010 means that people can't discriminate against you. It means that when it comes to using bathrooms and things like that, you can't be discriminated against. Yes, I think there are times when you're fighting a battle and there are times when we're doing like, you know, the challenge for acceptance, and then there are other times where there are just things that you have to get through. And I do see the airport as just being something that you have to get through. Be as organised as you can be, plan it like weeks in advance, know all the various options, and yeah, fly safe. Bye guys.